Thank you. Good evening. My name is Rolando Lavarro, City Council President for the City of Jersey City, and it's a pleasure to be your Master of Ceremonies this evening. Allow me to begin by welcoming, first of all, my colleagues on the City Council, members of the City Council, our local, county, and state elected officials. Thank you all for being here. To all the members of the clergy who are in attendance tonight, and to all of you in attendance and the Jersey City residents watching at home, thank you so much for being here. We welcome you. I am excited to welcome all of you to the historic Anna Cucci Memorial Council Chambers on the occasion of Mayor Stephen Fulop's second State of the City address. Before I begin, I'd like to take a minute to just ask everyone to please take a second to turn off your phones. So if you can just do that for a second. Thank you. Okay, I'd like to begin the evening by inviting Father David Bibawe from the St. George Coptic Church of Jersey City to deliver tonight's invocation. If I may just say, Father David, on behalf of the Mayor and the entire City Council, I want to offer our sympathies to you and the entire Coptic community for the tragic killing of the 21 Coptic Christians in Libya. Our hearts and prayers are with you, and we are with you in your moment of.
On behalf of the Coptic community, I would like to thank Mayor Philip for his continuous support for our community and for his sincere condolences on this brutal killing of the 21 by ISIS. Thank you very much. Let us pray. Loving God, we thank you for the blessing too numerous to count, which you bestowed upon our nation, especially in this beloved city. We are grateful that Jersey City is a safe haven for immigrants from all over the world seeking peace, freedom, and justice. We pray specifically for Mayor Stephen Fulop, his staff, and the members of the city councils. Be with them, Lord. Help guide them in their decisions and give them the courage and strength to meet the task ahead. Gracious Lord, protect always the men and women who serve our city, the police officers, firefighters, emergency medical responders, members of public safety, our teacher and student, and especially protect the citizens of Jersey City. We pray not only for your protection, but also for your direction, for all those you have placed in position of leadership, responsibility, and authority in this great city. And now, we ask you to bless this gathering. God bless America. In your most holy name, we pray. Amen.
Everybody, my name is Manavi Kaylin Mays. I am 7 years old. I go to PS number 5 school. I would like everybody to stand up, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hold the key to our revival and are good models for how a state and national government should work. Because you start with a challenge, a problem, or an opportunity, and you figure out how to solve it, and you work through to a practical solution. And that's basically what the country needs now.
Jersey City is recognized not only in New Jersey, not only in Hudson County, really nationally as a model for urban revitalization. Innovative change happens at the local level.
I love Jersey City. It's a great place to live. You got the Path Train, you got the Newport Center Mall, you got Liberty State Park.
You know, we just love it here. The people, and you get that great urban environment, great mixture of people, and we couldn't be more thrilled living here in Jersey City.
We have to be accountable to our residents because we're closest to the residents.
We set aside 3 nights out of the month to explore the different restaurants and culture that's available in Jersey City.
Jersey City has just been rated the single most diverse city in the entire country. Not a surprise because our city has always been welcoming to immigrants. Our skyline is changing, and it's about to change dramatically.
This project is going to change Journal Square to what all the people who grew up here remember it as, really being the heart of Jersey City in every way.
Our goal is obviously to give people the opportunity to move from low-paying jobs to middle-paying jobs and eventually to high-paying jobs. We had navigators in multiple languages going out door to door, business to business, making sure that people knew what they were entitled to, what the options were. This is the fourth senior official from the Obama administration to visit us, and we couldn't be more proud of that.
I'm really excited about what the mayor's doing here. And I hope all of you are. I hope you support what he did on paid leave. And that I hope you're proud of the fact that Jersey City is only the sixth city in the country to do that.
This legislation really protects tens of thousands of working families. Jersey City is a model in a lot of ways for what's possible in the state of New Jersey.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Let me start real quick by saying good evening, and let me echo the sentiments of the council president earlier today and just say thank you to Father David, who was earlier today here from the Coptic community of Jersey City. And before we start, I just want to say that we stand with you and the entire Coptic community during this tragic time. And let me also say that Jersey City couldn't be prouder to have the largest Coptic community, not only in the state of New Jersey, but the entire country. So, with that said, let me also say a couple thank yous and greetings before we talk about the state of the city today. To start, I want to say thank you to the other members of the clergy who are here tonight, sitting in some of the front rows. I want to, of course, thank the state, some of the judges from the municipal court who are sitting here to my right, fellow members of the administration, the directors, but most importantly, I want to thank the residents of this great city for being here tonight as we discuss the state of Jersey City. Every single year since the city's incorporation in 1820, according to Jersey City law, the mayor comes before the city council to present to you the state of the city. Over the last year, we've been partners. We've had some great experiences and some challenging ones. We've agreed and we've disagreed. We've talked through issues and differences, but together, with mostly a shared agenda, we should be proud that we are driving the greatest growth and expansion ever seen in Jersey City's history. Let me say that this economic surge is not happening by accident. It's a direct result of the policies we have worked together to establish. It hasn't all been pleasant over the last year, if you remember. Most notably, we lost the life of Detective Melvin Santiago, and I'd just like to say that his mother, Kathy McBride, and other family members are here tonight. If you could join me in thanking them and having Kathy and the family members please rise. I'd also like to take a moment on that note, if you join me in just reflecting on Detective Santiago's life and the sacrifice this year. Just join me in a moment. Thank you. I also point out, if you remember the days that followed, we were exposed to some of the challenges that sadly exist in the many communities across this entire country. Nevertheless, I am proud that we came through it stronger as a more united Jersey City. When we look back, overall, the year was positive, and I am pleased to report to the City Council that the state of our city has rarely, if ever, been stronger. Thank you. Just think, for the first time in decades, steel is actually coming out of the ground in Journal Square, the heart of our city. Together, we made decisions that ensured growth in this iconic neighborhood, and now we are finally seeing progress. Just think, we were the first in New Jersey and sixth in the entire country to implement earned sick leave, setting the stage for several other cities in New Jersey to follow our lead. Thankfully, because of your decisions, no parent or grandparent in this city will ever have to choose between caring for a loved one who's sick and losing 20% of their weekly pay. If you remember, some said bringing earned sick leave would slow our economic engine, but we felt otherwise, and the results are clear. Earned sick City a preferred place to work, but I will point out also that our unemployment rate as a city continues to decline at a faster rate than New Jersey and the entire nation. Hey, just think, in our first full year from a budget standpoint, in this office, we achieved unprecedented financial success. We actually cut taxes while also investing heavily in our parks, as well as hiring police and fire throughout the city. Our actions, I believe, are both responsive and responsible. Now, when Moody's, I will highlight one of the premier credit rating agencies in the world, also agrees with that, giving Jersey City a credit upgrade for the first time in years, and that's something for all of us to be proud of. But let me assure you, this budgetary achievement is not a one-shot deal. 2 weeks from now, I will present to the City Council a budget for the next full year that will also be a framework for flat taxes and continued economic growth. To be clear, 2015 will see no tax increase for residents. Now, despite our success, everything hasn't been flawless. I'll be the first to say that I made mistakes that I learned from, especially in things like snow removal and its aftermath. But I also know that recognizing your mistakes and improving on them is part of leadership and growing, and it's something that we continue to do as an administration and, of course, as a city council. Looking forward, though, mark my words, we are far from done in what we can believe we can achieve here for Jersey City and all of our residents over the next year. Our goal is to set an example, to be a guiding light, so to speak, for the entire state of what is possible to accomplish when government. Many people say, and sometimes accurately, that government isn't about success, it's about failure. Together, we are out to prove that government absolutely can be a positive force for the people it serves. In Jersey City, we are making this a reality every day for our constituents. Trust me, I get it. There will always be people who throw stones. But let me share with you some indisputable facts from 2014. When we look back over the last year, taxes decreased, our credit rating increased, shootings are down, healthcare coverage for residents is up, construction is at record levels, job creation jumped, and people are talking about Jersey City all over the state of New Jersey. So that's what happens when government is moving fast and moving fast in the right direction. You should know, though, these aren't our statistics. They're provided by independent state and national sources. Even more so, there are other exciting things to highlight here. From later this year, the start of construction of what will be the largest building in the state of New Jersey, and it's also one of the largest in the entire country. To Jersey City also being ahead of the curve on police body cameras, as well as building a diverse police department that reflects this city. It is fair to say that Jersey City is ahead of the national conversation. Now, I will say, make no mistake, people are talking about Jersey City, and they want to learn more about what's happening here. For instance, in the last year and a half, the President of the United States has sent 5 cabinet officials to visit us here in Jersey City to highlight how his national agenda can work at the local level. Few cities across the entire country can make that claim. We are making a difference here, and the result of 15, I am proud to say that we will outline and intend to make Jersey City even stronger. So, standing here in this City Hall chambers, this beautiful City Hall chambers, I have a core belief that despite what decisions are made or not made in Trenton or Washington, we do have the ability in many ways to move our local economy forward. With sound policy ideas, precise implementation, and a strategic vision to encourage economic growth, we are charting a course for progress and success. We as a city can make sure that every community in our city benefits as the entire city moves forward. And despite stagnation elsewhere, we can truly embrace the Marine Corps philosophy, nobody ever gets left behind. So a local economic agenda starts with a city that provides jobs, that provides housing, and provides opportunities for those who are willing to reach out and take it. That's what we are doing and will continue to do in Jersey City. We intend to continue to make Jersey City a model in 2015 for how a local economic agenda works. It's not only providing mixed housing, building opportunities for success, and maintaining stable jobs. I actually believe it's more important and fundamental than that. It is just about job creation. It's about making sure that parents throughout the city have ample opportunities to provide for their families. We want to give them that chance, and then we expect them to seize upon it. Since taking office, we have made this as an administration a priority, and the results are truly unrivaled. We have outpaced both the state and nation in our unemployment rate decline. In fact, since we assumed office, we have seen over 9,000 new jobs created here across all sectors: construction, healthcare, finance. So businesses of all kinds are now calling Jersey City home. In the last 18 months, 150 we're also attracting significant corporations to Jersey City, ranging from Forbes to Nautica to JP Morgan. We have achieved this through 3 very deliberate approaches to incentivize, to expedite, and to market the city to those who aren't already here. Let's talk about that a little bit more. First, we changed policy so developers are now actually building in often overlooked parts of the city. And as a result, we are seeing the highest level of residential construction in recorded history. I'll also point out, though, that with more rigorous compliance efforts now, more Jersey City residents than ever are being hired on these projects, and that's something to be proud of. Second, because of adjustments we made in the building department, approvals are now processed more quickly than in the past, and the results show what a difference it's actually making and benefiting our small businesses and our startups. And then finally and thirdly, the $1.2 million marketing campaign we launched last fall as a public-private partnership is actually attracting not only new businesses, but it's also boosting residential development and driving overall expansion in every single ward across the city. So we'd like to think that there are 3 deliberate steps that the city is taking to achieve the results we're seeing, and we're proud of that. But that's not all. Through the Jersey City Employment and Training Program, we've supported over 4,000 residents and matched many of them with apprenticeships and available jobs in many fields. And in 2015, this year, I am proud and excited that we will introduce an ordinance that will require Jersey City contractors and developers to hire even more of our fellow Jersey City residents. You see, the momentum is building, and we're going to keep and continue pushing for more job creation. Our goal for 2015 is straightforward. It's to once again lead the state of New Jersey in job creation, period. This year, though, There'll be a slight shift on the job creation focus as we're going to emphasize the resurgence of our main streets, most notably West Side Avenue, Martin Luther King Drive, and Central Avenue. As a result of our recent $2.25 million grant awarded by Bloomberg Philanthropies, we'll be forming a new innovation team to focus on struggling local commercial districts. We are one of only 12 cities across this entire country that receive this award, and the list includes recipients much larger than us: Boston, Los Angeles, Seattle. I point this out today because we couldn't be proud. Clearly, we know that having a good, stable job is the start of a better life. And we're working to make a difference there, but we also know that having safe and secure housing is the next vital step. Think of how far we've already come. In our first full year in office, Jersey City led the state in housing starts. We now have 6,000 units under construction and we have another 18,000 approved. We have thousands of units expected to come online in the coming year. And by the end of next year, I could comfortably say that Jersey City will be the largest city in the state of New Jersey. So we greatly value the significant private investment being made every day in Jersey City, and we know more is on the way. Just to highlight, soon we as a city will be home to 17 of the 20 tallest buildings in the entire state. In addition, I'll point out today that we have 3 hotels currently under construction, more coming. And now, as a city, we have the largest tax base in the entire state of New Jersey. It is safe to say our success cannot be matched anywhere else in New Jersey. But let me clearly say again that we are far from done as an administration. In 2015, we are not only going to build bigger, we are going to build smarter. We have worked over the last few months with Columbia University and NYU to complete the first Jersey City housing assessment. And we're going to use that data to craft the first ever affordable housing plan in Jersey City's history. It is long overdue. So we as a city have had great success creating jobs. And now we take this every day. We need to ask ourselves, as an administration, what did we learn in the city today? And then we say, how can we leverage that knowledge to benefit another neighborhood? Ultimately, we want to bring texture and diversity to every single community in our city. We want diversity in age, diversity in race, diversity in religion, in economics, and of course, a mix of corporate and residential development. We all know in this room, because we've talked about it, that we've been able to incentivize investment in Journal Square for market rate housing. But we should ask ourselves, what if we use the same incentives to create affordable housing in areas where we're not seeing it built? What if we approached the real estate community and worked with them to put together a framework? So in the next few months, we will approve some of the largest affordable housing initiatives we've seen in decades. Already, there are 100 affordable units on the drawing board for downtown, with more coming shortly in a few months. And that's something to pause at. I'd also like the county executive who's here, Tom DeGeese, to please stand, because we're going to be working together over the next year. We are going to be working together in the next year on veteran affordable housing and veteran homelessness. As a Marine, it's important to me, and it should be important to everybody in this room, to provide for our veterans who are facing challenging times. That's why in Jersey City, we have taken steps already to build 2 apartment buildings for veterans with the goal of being the first in the entire country to eliminate veteran homelessness. So as I said earlier at the start, 2015 is about the local economy. And it begins with jobs, then housing for everyone, and opportunities in every neighborhood across the city. We will soon announce the next major project in Journal Square at what's been a glaring blemish in the heart of the city. Instead, this will create years. Not much has changed there for decades, and now it is poised to regain its stature as the heart of the city, attracting people from throughout the region to the neighborhood. Some of the tallest buildings in the state will soon be home in Journal Square. But that's really not all. It's also about arts and culture. As an example, in 2014, about 10,000 people attended events at the Lowe's Theater in Journal Square. Soon, we anticipate over 150,000 people every year attending a wide variety of events at a renovated Lowe's run by a world-class organization. Now, imagine what that will mean to businesses in the square and those who want to open there. At the same time, make no mistake, the many events hosted by the Friends of the Lowe's are important, and they are an important part of the conversation. They will benefit from a state-of-the-art facility with a significantly enhanced marketing opportunity. We've created a plan as an administration where the community benefits while we expand the economic possibilities in the entire area. See, we aren't just focused on building shiny new buildings. It's about arts, it's about culture, and it's also about restoring challenged neighborhoods. Jersey City is proud that we are taking aggressive action and now have the most significant abandoned property rehabilitation program in the entire state of New Jersey. So those properties, once a breeding ground, literal breeding ground for criminal activity and an eyesore for our residents, will soon support businesses, support families, and many other positive community activities. Landlords. The worst properties in the city are already starting on renovation. So as we create jobs and build more textured, diverse housing, we can't forget driving a strong local economy is to ensure stable taxes. All the good intentions in the world are absolutely meaningless if you can't operate government in a responsible, forward-looking way. I think we agree that anything else is debilitating to the process and discourages economic expansion. We are doing it differently in Jersey City. As I said earlier, Moody's has noticed, many in the state have noticed, and those who want to invest in our city have noticed too. I think it's fair to say, though, that leadership starts at the top. We set the tone for tax policy and we set the tone for spending. And for that reason, we have taken an approach to our budgets that has not been done in previous years. Governments at every level rarely, if ever, look beyond their current year on spending to predict taxes. While we can agree it's important that we invest to improve the lives of residents, a fair question is how are we able to plan on finding the funding over the longer term? In Jersey City, it is possible because we are approaching a budget over the longer term with a belief that knowing what we can and can't afford is crucial. Ask yourself, if you knew your family or somebody in your family was about to start paying for college, how would that change your spending this year? Government is really no different. We are taking here a responsible business-like approach in Jersey City as we've modeled out our budget framework for the 3 years into the future. Of course, there will always be variables that may occur that are really beyond our control, but by looking at our structure in a multi-year time horizon, it gives us a better understanding of our cost exposures, more visibility to correct them gradually, which is crucial. This year, taxes will be stable, where we're making the most substantive investment in open space that the city has ever seen in its history. We are spending to build or renovate parks in every single ward in the city, most notably the completion of a $35 million park in Bergen-Lafayette. Benefits from new family-friendly and better parks, making us a better, more livable city. Parks are not our only significant investment, though. A strong local economy can be driven by thoughtful policies, but also, even more than that, we believe and understand that government has a unique ability to be a stimulus by directly investing resources in infrastructure. In 2015, we are doing this with 2 major projects that will serve long-needed catalysts for Bergen-Lafayette and the West Side. In Bergen-Lafayette, the first one, the much-discussed City Hall Annex will move forward this year. This is a game changer for a community that needs it. This investment will be the most significant capital investment in Bergen-Lafayette in its history. And I'll point out another great thing about that is that it will save money in the long term. And while shifting onto the west side, the second major infrastructure investment is the city is going to be retrofitting and building in Marion Garden to be the new permanent home of the Jersey City Police Department. We will be the first and only city in the state that will have its actual police headquarters in public housing. We expect a community that often views itself as forgotten, the West Side, to now be front and center in safety, and that will inevitably lead to new investment and ultimately jobs. But that's not all. We are going to make use of land that brings smart investment into our city. For example, in partnership with Liberty Science Center, we just announced plans for SciTech City. It's a science and technology campus that will include a biotech lab, a tech incubator, light manufacturing, and a new science-themed school and hotel. This will be built on long neglected land, which will now bring more opportunities to all of our residents. I'd like to recognize the CEO, Paul Offman, who's here from Liberty Science Center, for his vision and passion on behalf of not just Liberty Science Center, but our entire city. So, working with the City Council, I'm happy to say we are making a positive difference in our city in ways that are unrivaled in Jersey City's entire history. That's what we can control on the local level as we look to boost our economy. So I could have stood here today and I could have rattled off 15 different policy initiatives in detail. I could have said we're building new schools or that we're designating new historic districts, both of which are true. I could have talked about how our crime statistics make us the safest city in New Jersey, or how Jersey City will be the first in the country to cut 911 response times below 3 minutes for health emergencies. Both of those are true. Good clap at that. I could have talked more about a multitude of exciting development projects, or I could have cited new and different recreation programs or different policy initiatives one by one. Instead, though, I wanted the state of the city to be very clearly about our local economy, how we view it, how we attract more investment, and how we continue to lead as a city. Paved with gold here, and we know that's not true, but by virtue of their sweat equity, their values, and their determination, they built good lives here. It is our responsibility, their children, to build upon their success by serving as stewards of our local economy. So whether it's the waiter at the VIP diner on SIP who looks forward to increased customers by virtue of the expansion at Journal Square, or if it's the pastor at Mount Pisgah who hopes for more job opportunities for their parishioners, together we must appreciate, we must know and value the importance of a strong economy as the foundation of all of our efforts. So with all my passion, I want for a better city. This will not only happen if we have a city that works, a city that is building, and a city whose people are working. So the state of the city today is very strong. I am thankful every day for the opportunity that you have given me to lead this city. I love this city like you love this city. And I know that working together, 2015 will be another historic year for us. So with that, thank you for coming. God bless the road and God bless Jersey City.